Tiernan, not pretty at times, but we're through the semi-finals, and I suppose that's all that counts.
Yeah, listen, going into the game, it's one of those games where when you're playing a team from the league below, you're kind of damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. And we probably laboured a little bit tonight. Great credit to H&W Welders. They came and they stuck it up us, and they made it extremely difficult for us. But as we said before the game, it was all about being in a semi-final, and as you said, it wasn't pretty, but we done what we needed to do in the end.
A couple of chances maybe just before half-time, a couple of good saves from Mike Rodriguez, and maybe a couple of misses from ourselves as well. If one of those goes in, maybe it's a slightly different game.
Yeah, I think if we probably had scored earlier in the game, it probably would have been a different outcome. But as I say, you got to give great credit to the Welders for that. So we'll move on, put it like that.
Yeah, two sides to every game, I suppose, and they were very well organised, and credit has to go to them, especially after the run they've had.
Yeah, listen, we were worried probably coming into the game of would they sit in and make it difficult for us, and it was a total opposite. They came and they had nothing to lose, and as I say, they stuck it right up us in fair play.
Andy Ryan, 5th goal in 5 games, and a really crucial goal there tonight too.
Yeah, Andy does what Andy does. And as you say, had we been a wee bit more clinical at times, then we mightn't have got ourselves in the position that we did. But great credit to them, and we got to take the positives out of this, and the positives are that we could have licked our wounds. We didn't play overly well, and we could have went into a shell, but we stepped up and done what we needed to do in the end.
You're able to rotate things a little bit. Obviously, Kane Bulger not available, and Leroy not the squad, and Fudzer and a couple other players on the bench as well. So we were able to kind of mix things up a little bit at the same time.
Yeah, listen, we had a game plan tonight, and that revolved around making 1 or 2 changes. We also have a massive game on Tuesday night, and that was kind of in the back of our head also. So we got what we needed out of it, and we move on.
Yeah, a Linfield game coming up on Tuesday. Obviously, doesn't need too much hype, but we'll get plenty of that between now and then. What do we need to do? We need to block things like that out and try to play like we know we're capable of, and like we have so many times this season.
Yeah, it's just a game that we have to embrace. It's no different from tonight's game or last week's game, and you get the same amount of points, and that's how we have to look at this. We get a day's rest now, and then we're back in, and we get ourselves organised for Linfield on Tuesday.
And the league games, I suppose, by the nature of it, they become bigger as they go on, and as the games become ticked off. But it's very much a mantra of one game at a time this season.
Yeah, it's been like that for 6 years now, and as you know, one game at a time. Don't get too carried away with the highs and try not to get too down in the lows. And we go, and as I say, we go and enjoy it. That's the main thing in this. If we go with anything else but excitement and that willingness to get on the pitch and the big occasions, that's what we wanted. We cried out 4 or 5 years ago that we wanted big nights like Tuesday night at Invermen Park, and now we've got them, so we got to go and embrace them and enjoy them.
The fans travelled in big numbers again here tonight, made a lot of noise, and I suppose you'd hope that they can help to make home advantage really count come Tuesday.
Yeah, I talk to our players all the time about just keep doing what you're doing, and that's probably my message to the fans as well. Keep doing what you're doing, keep getting behind us, keep the noise, and keep pulling us out there. You've done it tonight, so we go again.
Brilliant, thank you.
Thanks, boys.